I wanted to take some time today, a few minutes, to talk a little bit about a conference or a new really progressive type of meeting that I'm putting together for next year in 2020, and what it is and why I've decided that I want to host this meeting. So if you are a follower on my Instagram, and I assume if you're on listening to me, you are, you may have seen my post about PopCon, and not to be confused with popcorn. Pop is our team KLC's 12-week practice optimization program, and that is our proprietary program where we come in and use our speed method to help practices get rebooted, kind of like a recharge or like a software update for your phone. We really go and dive into all of the tactics for practices to help them optimize their operations and marketing, and do obviously some business coaching for them as well. And that's a 12-week program, and it's a real investment. And I've had a lot of requests from practices who are not quite ready to dive in for 12 weeks, but want to kind of have a quote unquote speed date with our program and learn a little bit more about what we do in practices. And I come from the manufacturer side of industry, and I've been to more conferences than I probably would like to admit. And meetings, and I've been to a lot of manufacturer dinners, and I've hosted a lot of them. And I don't know about you guys, but a lot of them kind of start to sound the same. I think you get a lot of the same information, or you get a different twist of how you should be doing something in a different way. And I really wanted to put a meeting together that was not a sales conference, but that was education focused. And we're going to start in my hometown of Orange County. And I know there are a lot of energetic and motivated practices in Southern California. And I have a lot of practices who have contacted me about interest in, obviously, we have beautiful weather out here, coming out to spend a nice weekend in Orange County from out of state. So I'm really excited to have all of you who are planning to come. It's going to be the weekend of January 17th and 18th. So it's actually a Friday, and all day Friday we will have a general session, and then breakouts on Saturday. And attendees can choose which breakout they want to attend. So the overall scope of this meeting, I mentioned that it was education based, talking so fast. It's going to cover a lot of, not so much more information about what you need to do to make your practice grow. I think that there is a lot of information out there, and if I get feedback on the daily basis, it's more of the discouragement that there's so much information. I don't know how to use this. How do I apply this to my practice? How do I teach my staff how to incorporate these things? So the goal is not to bombard more information, but it's to say, all right, here are the details of what it takes to be successful. And now let's deploy some actual tools to help implement these strategies into your practice. So it's going to be a little bit more tactical. And I think we all have enough info. I think we could go on YouTube and get, eyes glazed over how to market my practice. But what does that mean for me? And so I want to really dive in with industry experts about what they've done and how they've become successful and how they've really built their brand and established themselves in the market. Can you imagine if you were just totally non-competitive? You didn't even have to look at what your competitors were doing. You could just do your thing. And that's really where I would like all my clients to be, and everybody who's coming to attend this conference. So a little bit of a rundown of the agenda, and I don't have it in front of me, but I jotted down a few notes just to remind myself. But first of all, it's going to be all about practice optimization. So I'm going to talk a lot on what we do with practices and really just give all my top secrets and experience from working with top practices about how they optimize their practice. We're going to be talking about what it takes to be successful marketing on social media, really how to become social, how to engage, to find new patients, and to keep the existing ones coming back and referring their friends. And I have an expert coming out I'm excited about to Orange County to talk on that. We're going to be talking about incorporating skincare and how to really multiply revenue with skincare, how to keep patients satisfied, and to use skincare to help improve their clinical outcomes, but also to increase revenue and sales and return visits with skincare. We're going to talk about the patient acquisition model for non-surgical facelifting. So there are a lot of different techniques out there, and we'll have experts that can talk to the clinical side. But what I really want to dive into is how do you take that patient from, hey, I want to like tighten, but what are my options, and talk them through, you know, how do you find that patient who's interested in the facelift, but maybe not ready to go all the way? Or the other way around, how do you talk to that patient who's looking for non-surgical and to really like help them become comfortable with you and trust you for a facelift on the surgical side? I have an expert coming in to talk about wellness. This is something that I think is going to be really the next hottest thing in 2020. People just want to feel better, and they're going to their doctor so that they can look better to feel better, right? Like I know if I put my makeup on and I feel good about what I'm wearing, and you know, my body's in shape, I feel better, I feel happier, I feel more of a sense of fulfillment. And so I'm going to bring in a board certified anesthesiologist and anti-aging physician who is going to talk to us about how he has incorporated wellness into aesthetics. And he's really been an expert on this in the OR and outside of it. He's going to be talking about IV infusion and vitamin supplementation. Did you know that you could even private label vitamins and have real good supplements on your shelf and offer them to patients? So offering a more holistic approach to patient care. I think if you're an aesthetic practice in the country today and you're not offering any wellness services, you're really missing out. So we're going to have him come in and talk about that, and then have a lab on Saturday. So if anybody's interested in bringing IV infusion into their practice, we're going to have the full opportunity to teach you not only, you know, how to integrate it as a business, but the tactics on how to get hands-on and, you know, from a clinical perspective as well. We have some partners that are going to come in and talk about hottest new devices. And again, this is not a sales conference, so this is not going to be a whole slew of sponsors that are going to come in and be talking about, I have the greatest next best laser. I have really strategically selected people and speakers and educators to come and talk about what actually works. And so I am so pumped, and I hope that you guys jump on this opportunity to come and join me. January, it sounds like it's so far away, but guys, it will be here before you know it. It's already Thanksgiving this week. And then, you know, I literally was driving home from the gym today, like super pumped up, you know, and I couldn't find a station that wasn't playing Christmas carols. We're here. It is time. If you want to stand out and you are planning to really step it up in 2020, sign up for this conference, PopCon, Practice Optimization Program. I promise you, I guarantee you, in fact, I'm so confident that you will get so much value out of this program that if you don't find yourself feeling like you got $10,000 worth of value by the end of Friday after our general session, I will refund your ticket. I am that confident. So if anybody has any questions, please message me. I've just been on a monologue, but I do want to try to answer any questions if anyone has them about the conference. Tickets go on sale December 1st. However, for all of you lovely Instagram followers of mine, I am going to be offering, and be sure to be on the lookout for the offer on Black Friday. This was by popular demand on behalf of my team and clients. We're going to extend early bird pricing on just for Instagram followers to get first seat on Friday, Black Friday. So early bird pricing plus we're going to include a marketing bundle that day. And again, that's only available to Instagram followers. So if you're on and you're a follower and you're interested in coming, that's going to be the day to sign up. And if you're a rep or a consultant or somebody else in industry and you know some people that should be coming to this, make sure you let them know or message me, and I will make sure to get the offer in front of them so that we can get everyone locked in and excited. And there will be a little bit of homework to do for the people that are coming. Just prep work to make sure that they are ready to get engaged and make the most out of their time and our time together.